Gentlemen in the mix.
What's that thing called when you meet somebody and you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here?
It's time for Power Hour.
Right now. You know, it's like when you were at work and then you said to yourself, you know, I'm gonna have a good time tonight. I'm gonna go out. So you put on your favorite shoes or you put on your favorite jeans and you get into the mood and you pull up to the club. What's that thing called when you meet somebody and you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here? Right now. You know, it's like when you were at work and you said to yourself, you know, I'm gonna have a good time tonight. I'm gonna go out. So you put on your favorite shoes or you put on your favorite jeans. What's that thing called when you meet somebody and you feel like you're walking on a cloud? And every step you made all your life, wrong or right, led you to this place right here? Right now. You know, it's like when you were at work and you said to yourself, you know, I'm gonna have a good time tonight. I'm gonna go out. So you put on your favorite shoes or you put on your favorite jeans.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday Power Hour stream. We got 53 minutes till the closing bell, and we have Bitcoin up on the screen, and a whole bunch of I don't know. I mean, like a sell-off happened this weekend. Yesterday Bitcoin lost 3.65% of its value. Never had one daily close above that 200 simple moving average looking back. Now trading below the heart line of this really well-respected channel, and is now currently testing an inflection zone that is very, very important. You do not want to see Bitcoin back below 57.5, 58.4. Just reality. Not really an edge. Nothing really implying that buyers are going to hold this level, but they could. The momentum, I think, is still very much in the hands of the sellers, unfortunately, just like that was the case in late July. Lower high, completing harmonic. You made the lower low. You had a huge short squeeze that probably destroyed people's lives. They were shorting. All right, and now it's just like since that one day, kind of nothing. So we'll see if it holds up. It is for now. As you can see on the 4 hour, the sheer amount of times this level's been tested as support, we're talking about an entire 24-hour period of tests. But, after they tested, they ran it up, and what'd you do? You pretty much tested 60,800 as resistance. You ended up kind of locally on the 4 hour making a lower high than the previous high. And now you're kind of working on a bearish and golden candle confirmed in 51 minutes. And that's kind of the update, man. Not really great price action, but also still above support for now. So that's good. Not even really Bitcoin that is of concern today. It is gold and bonds and oil doing things. I guess we can knock out just like the bigger cryptos real quick just to satisfy you. Ethereum's actually up. I mean, all the altcoins are up. So you can imagine Ethereum to Bitcoin's going to be up today. 3.57%. Holding up in between two big levels, 2,400 and 2,900, 3,000. So nothing here that implies that sellers are exhausted at all. There's no forms of confirmation that a bottom's in. There's really just not much to work with, technically speaking, on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Just nothing to work with. If you're trying to apply a framework to give you a mathematical edge, you just don't have it, and that's okay. That just means you're in coin flip, casino, roulette, slot machine territory, and that's fine. Most of the time, you're going to be in that on any given asset, any given day, any given market. So, cool, fine. But we're just looking at it because it's the second largest crypto in the world, holding up a little better than Bitcoin today. Cool. All right. BNB at 1.77%. What we had identified as maybe, right? And this is kind of the theme across the crypto market. Unfortunately, I spent some decent time scanning through these scams. And, BNB's okay because it's so elevated. They're trying to hold $500. There's no way $500 holds. Bitcoin rolls over. If this level 57.5 doesn't hold, it's BNB's done at 500. You're going right back to 430 or lower. But if it, there's a potential dragon here. Potential. It is not a confirmed dragon. So this isn't even a real pattern until the supply line of the structure is broken by buyers. Just like a potential double bottom is not a true double bottom until the breakout occurs. Same with the inverse head and shoulders. Until that neckline's broken, it is only a potential pattern. So potential dragon. All caps, potential. 200-day moving average and negative price action correlation, as you can see, still trading below it after testing it. Well, it was support. Now it's resistance. Yeah, again, the oscillators aren't really playing ball like you would have preferred on this lower low than this low. This histogram to be lower than this one. It's not. It's higher. RSI, same thing. It's convergence, bearish convergence on the oscillator. So it's okay. That's BNB. Meh. Solana. Been all over the place, man. My God. Not really. I mean, what you could only pray for in this situation is a local confirmation low, just like we had. Here was the first low in April. Here was the second one, May 1st, right? 1 and 2, more pronounced move occurred. Here's the first low. Here's the second low. After the second low, locally, a more pronounced move occurred. So almost all you could hope for now, the way it's kind of bearishly back testing the 200 moving average today as resistance, you could only hope that maybe something like this happens. But yeah, just sketch, man. The high, the two highs that are significantly lower than the first high, representing distribution. The second high represents confirmation of the distribution. And that is all we have. Okay, that's your Solana. XRP up 2.77%, all over the place. You know what's the most pathetic thing in the world, dude? After the settlement of the lawsuit, what did you get? You only got, technically, a lower high than the previous high.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Have a good time with your Bitcoin, your crypto, and everything else that you're playing with.
All right. I mean, I guess you're above the 200, but really, we couldn't even have gotten a higher high than the higher high from the high we got in late July. No. I mean, I guess holding up significantly better than the other cryptos, you know, like in terms of compared to their late July highs. Like, think about Bitcoin, how far off Bitcoin is from its late July high. Bitcoin's down about 16% off its July high, and XRP is only off its late July high by, well, it's pretty comparable, 14%. So, okay, about the same, I guess. Wow. Not even that endearing. Great, but they're up today, dude, so green. We're green, man. Those are your cryptos. I guess we could look at total. Kind of have another way I have it. Just this could be a little too busy for some people. I kind of like the way the touches are on this equidistant channel. You can judge. You don't have to judge. You can do whatever you want. But here it is, right? Equidistant. Really nice touches on the bottom. I kind of just adjusted to make this the top 1, 2, 3, 4 up here, and then you get incredible touches on those inner trend lines, right? Really nice correlation to support, resistance. Look at this support here. I like the heart line. A couple really good tests there, and now we've just failed to break the heart line. We're below it, testing it as resistance. So I think it's a pretty decent little channel here. You know, the other one we had, there was a lot of violation, and the way, if you have it plotted like this, everything's confined within, and this looks prettier, I guess. The horizontal lines would probably make this look more busy, but you know what I'm trying to do here, you know? Again, there's no action to take on these equidistant channels. There's nice ways to look and conceptualize the trend that we are in. All right? Yep, of course. Obligatory.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Yes, bears out here.
Hand him a little crypto check.
Okay, let us gander to a more promising asset. That would be gold. Peter Schiff on the thumbnail, of course. Gold in the title of the stream. If all stayed the same or higher in an hour and 43 minutes, it would be the highest daily candle close in human history. The event, or I guess the occurrence, the data received on August 2nd, when you put in this potential confirmation high, failing to break the range. So like, okay, this is something to pay attention to. Is this the top? Is this distribution? Well, let's see what the follow through brings. And what was the follow through? A new piece of data. The new piece of data was the highest low literally ever. There's never been a low, a swing low, even if it's local, on the daily at $2,380. It's never happened. And so what you're thinking is, now we got ourselves locally confirmation low, confirmation of accumulation. Super strong. So, you know, 2,500 on deck. We've never seen 2,500 before. Why would we not see that number? We will. We're going to see 2,500. $2,500. So change it up to psychological, mega psychological level. Above that, it's like boom, 3K probably. But positive momentum building again. Great news on the RSI. It's beautiful, right? It's like breaking, like you failed to break into the bullish control zone the first time. Now this second time, oh yeah. And it's the highest RSI reading on gold since July 18th. So very good. So you're talking about a range-bound breakout and RSI at 62. Perfect conditions for price discovery. Plenty of room to run before this asset becomes, well, someone could consider it to be overbought at 70 and above. So really, what a turnaround. That's great, man. That's good technicals. Okay. Silver, rallying, had the engulfing candle on Thursday, Friday, nothing burger. Then today, just riding the coattails of gold. Not really great looking. I mean, it's not anything like gold, but could be putting in a major higher low than the previous low. Definitely 886. This is what like kind of the index funds did. Like from their previous discernible swing low, they lost 88% of their value. They retraced that deep from the low to high. So yeah, you get a reaction there. And then let's look at U.S. oil that all of a sudden was starting to look kind of not good anymore. Like we liked it, and then all of a sudden, why are you putting in these local lower highs, confirming distribution, and now all of a sudden breaking support, starting to bottom out? See what I'm saying? You had a bearish back test. You had this high lower than this high. It just started getting sketch, but now all of a sudden, all of the concerns are ameliorated with one low, the second low, the third low, and on the third low we now have a form of confirmation, and now you're trading back above the 200 moving average, and it really is this. It is.
And then, just like that,
U.S. oil looked pretty friggin' good again, man. The three rising valleys accumulation thesis is kind of back. We're back. It's so over. We're so back on U.S. oil. That was a huge deal. So now you think that we just put in the third major low, and you know the rule of three. What happens after the third valley or the third peak, the third anything? Probability increases substantially of resolution, whether it's a major collapse. But in this situation, you would think based on the accumulation, probability is higher. Up next, but it took this. It was getting weird, but the buyers came in right back at this June 4th low, and now we're talking again. Very nice. Here's some saxophones and power hour. Okay, very cool. We could go to the index funds now if you want. Let's go to the spider, whatever. I'm talking about the spider. This one didn't quite make an 886, the low to the high here. That was probably 78% retrace, but yeah, back above 524, which is good. Always good above that level, man. Even if they come and back test it more clearly, it'd be fine. There's unfilled gaps, like 2 of them, like 542, and then shoot, man, 564 all-time highs. So they're going to attempt to rally here. I don't know how deep the rally is going to take us, but you're on the way. There's not really an edge. There's nothing implying that sellers are exhausted. We would prefer that because we want to be able to say there's greater than a coin flip's chance of an outcome, and we only have a coin flip right now. Because, I mean, until you'll get something like this. Oh, you'll fill a gap. It'll go up a little more and it'll roll over. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. And then maybe the 200 gets tested on a slightly lower low. And by then, your oscillators look amazing, right? They look like this. Where you have seller exhaustion implied on a second test. And then you can feel a little more comfortable about a more pronounced rally off the second low. That's where the real bids come in. You could go higher, fill that gap. But yeah, you just don't have that right now. Unfortunately, that takes time. It does take time, man. We could look at Bitcoin dominance. The Dow Jones, down today 0.43%, going for a bearish engulfing candle. Again, there's no edge, nothing implying more upside. Couple gaps haven't tested. I mean, I figured we would test 39,854 to 40K just to confirm it as resistance, right? You'd do something like this, and then you come down and maybe something like that, and then you could get an edge, right? Like I just showed you on the spider. You're waiting for that on the daily. You just don't have anything yet, so you're just flipping coins on. Like, I think if they bottomed it out for now, you're going to attempt to rally, and could very well be a lower high than these highs. Yeah, gotta wait, man. Gotta wait for an edge. Nothing to really do but just monitor and look at things. Yeah, this happens after impulse is down. This was telling. This is a lower high distribution. The NASDAQ Composite Index. They filled a gap on Friday. You're flat today. You're up 0.18%, trading above the overhead resistance from March, April 16,443. Another gap target would be 17,189 if they kept this going, which they very well could, but it is more like a coin flip if they are. You just don't know. Like, there's nothing implying on a significant time scale that it's going to continue. But yeah, like you just think, okay, we can get a little bit more of a reflexive rally, get something like this, and then you just want this, man. Like, you may never get these things, but you're always wanting them to happen. It just increases your confidence. And other market participants around the world also look for confirmation lows. You just want something like that. Oh, a local confirmation low. Maybe it's a higher low, maybe it's the same low, maybe it's a lower low, but either way, you're looking for that. And so you get a dragon pattern, you get divergence on the second foot. Like, you just don't have it. Unfortunately, it's a little too early. I don't think there's structures on lesser time scales either, really. So, yeah, that's the update on that. And then the IWM, Russell 2000 ETF. There's no structure. I mean, since the breakdown, I mean, you're just rivaling the previous lows from mid-June, mid-March, late December, 2022, 2020, XRP, like, hey, they're still trying to put in higher lows. They're still holding it above the 200 moving average, still above $200, so that's fine. But that was a lower low, kind of, than someone could try to make an argument for hidden bullish average. I just don't see a world where the Russell, I mean, maybe it does, the rotation started, the new bi-yearly candle, but yeah, I just don't see a world where, like, you have Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P, and they don't do well. They roll over because they need to form structures, and this stays up. So, but cool. Anything above 200's technically, like, okay, I guess. Sure. The index funds, man. There you go. And we can look at the drivers now, the market drivers. The Magnificent Seven, where you will have only 2 assets that are up today of the 7. NVIDIA had a 5% move today, but as you can see, it's just noise. It's like, I love that it's rallying today. Congrats. Pretty much gap filled. Yeah, you could say officially a gap from August 1st filled with the close. There could be upside that could take you to 118.06 again. There's just prolonged negative momentum. There's no divergence here. Maybe there is on a lesser time scale. Maybe, very much so. 12 hours identical. Yeah, there was definitely 4-hour divergence, like a low, the lower low, the lower low. Yeah, diverging. Okay, so 4-hour divergence. Do we just have ourselves some sort of like, I think we already tried this and they broke it down. They recaptured it. So maybe, yeah, there is upside of the heart line, 118. They could take this thing to 124 and it would still be confined within this little structure, maybe. Hard to say if that's even the way it is. So much, it was so violated. You're just kind of like, is that real? I don't even know, man. But back above the 200 moving average in the 4-hour, which is cool. But yeah, the divergence, you're catching a little, you're catching some bids off this divergence. That's kind of where you are. And you held, you know, the $96, $97 level, the old all-time high from March. So not really great. I mean, you know, there's nothing like too spectacular about it. Like, wow, man, what a good pattern. There's no pattern really. It's continue. Flip your coins, man. Without patterns, without structures, without forms of confirmation, coin flips. Apple could be less of a coin flip, right? I mean, you could think that maybe this nice little 6-day streak we've been on since the crash, the VIX spiked to 65. Iran doing things, whatever. 6 days, and now all you've done is you finally made it to this overhead resistance, and you're just formally regarding it as resistance for the first time, and at the same time filling a gap from August 2nd. And pretty much, I mean, at the supply line here from a high, another high, here it is, 2 trend line or 2 anchor points give you a valid trend line, and pretty much of that. So there's a congregation of inflection here. So what would be actually what you would want, okay, not saying that I'm hoping for it or I want people to lose money or anything. I'm just saying you would hope on any asset, any day, you always want a second test, man. You just do. We have one test. Who knows? We just ran to the next level and we're just testing it and we're not breaking it. We're regarding it as resistance. So fine. Let's see the buyers relent, the sellers take over, and let's see the buyers come back in more pronounced on the second failed attempt from sellers to break this key old all-time high level from July and December 2023. It's just what you want. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. I'm just saying you're more in coin flip territory and you might be on the bad side of the coin with bearish back test of level after 6-day run, 6 days of green candles. Does that make sense? Or am I crazy? Am I talking to myself here? I don't know. Is the stream on? I know Power Hour, my trainer, he's moving and he had to use this window, so my session got canceled. So I'm like, F it, I'll just go live. Power Hour, and I know tonight Trump and Elon are speaking together on X, so no one wants to miss that. So yeah, just went live, man. Just whatever.
I just felt like streaming.
Yeah. So not really great here, Apple. I hope it just blasts through, man, and we all can just hang out with Tim Cook down at Jordan-Hare Stadium, whatever. Not really. Amazon, no, like nothing here. Like not even a bearish back test. Like what are they doing? These are daily candles, and it's just we're still below the 200 moving average. High volume on the gap down. Could be a breakaway gap. Confirmed bearish back test of 188, the old 2021 all-time high as resistance, and that was it. Nothing to do. No structure. Just kind of bad. Can't sign off on this one right now. Well, for longs or anything. Microsoft. also just kind of bad. I mean, like, yeah, it would make sense, right? I mean, I could just imagine they could run this thing up to go test this high right here from February, or they could take it as far as 430 again. And then you get something like this, then you can feel more comfortable about taking action or thinking that we're going to have a more pronounced rally. But you just don't. It's just, you had a drawdown. You're kind of reacting after a few days, a week, and it's just not really gone anywhere. And so you just don't have much information, not much data to give confidence to believe things are good. I mean, it's almost like right-angled. It's like a right-angled and ascending broadening formation almost at this point. It's kind of not a great structure. Holding the 200, I guess. Remember, this all happened at the major 1.618 gold mean ratio, dude. So if you reverse here, that's kind of normal. All right. Meta, the strongest of the 7. And it's not even close, man. Like right now, better than Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, all of them. Nearing all-time highs. The all-time high at resistance. Top of the trading range. Yeah, I would think just pay attention to this one. There's something going on. Something's going on Meta. This sheer outperformance, the earnings took it up to the top of the range. Then the crazy 65 VIX took it back down. But then what'd they do? What'd they do, man? They, like, the things we're asking for from every other asset, we got here, didn't we? 1 and then 2. I know it's weird looking, but you got that confirmation low. And now you're about to be at the top of the range. So, you know, it's on kind of all-time high breakout watch. See what happens. Google almost done here. Google looking like kind of like hot garbage. I mean, there's no edge, right? No seller exhaustion. Yeah, they're kind of trying to recapture this channel here, but
Hey Mitch, get wrecked chat. Kangs.
Mr. Anderson, thank you for the 1337. Yeah, that's right. Get wrecked, chat. Chat is dead as ever. And I know it's middle of the day, but whatever, dude. Just here preaching the gospel the best I can. Yep. So no forms of confirmation, no anything, no structure, just crap, just kind of okay. They closed down all the exchanges. No one could buy except the composite man himself, and after that, that's it. That's all you're getting. How do you get excited about that? How could you feel confident that like the rally will sustain? It could sustain. We could fill some gaps, and you're still probably gonna make a lower high than this high up here. And here's Tesla down the worst, only down 1%, but and still kind of like okay. I mean, like, right, put in the higher high and then the higher low. I mean, you could still be working on a major trend reversal on this asset, but locally, no edge, no structure. You had a structure, the T-shape, the inverse head and shoulders that look like a Tesla logo. That was the structure. There was a trade set up. It hit 3 targets, and it was over. And now we're trying to figure out, is the book, we know the chapter concluded, but are we in a new book now? The all-time bearish book has turned into a bullish book. Will there be a new chapter in this bullish book? We're waiting. I mean, it's still possible. There's a higher low that's been put in here, but you got to catch some ball through. You got to break some key levels. 209 is a big one. 230, 260, 300's on deck after that. But yeah, maybe you're put a low, the higher low, and this is the highest low so far after the highest high. So it's kind of okay. It's not in this insane, stupid, we're at all-time highs, man. We're at 1618s, and we just dumped, and there's nothing there. I mean, at least you got something more compelling than the others, because they're just all high, extreme premium. If you're buying it at near all-time highs and without any sort of edge. So Cactus Jack, day drinking. 6 normies. Oh, whatever, man. You know, enjoy your time with the normies, man. You ain't gotta watch this stuff. This is just boring, dry market analysis, man. Again, we just try to apply the framework, and even when the framework is applied, when we have identified it, it can still fail. It only increases our probability. There's nothing certain about what's taught here or what true technical analysis is. It's literally a framework to manage risk and have a good reward to risk ratio. And like, here's BABA, like, which is, in my opinion, I know earnings are on Wednesday. I know this thing can get destroyed. But if you just exclude earnings, this is one of the best looking reversal structures on the entire stock market. And it is, all it is value within value. I mean, it tested the all-time low at the bottom, October 2022, then a 460-day large bullish Gartley developed, and now we have forms of accumulation, right? More than before. Composite operator, like, there's an ongoing buying campaign, very obvious. Recaptured that March 2022 low, even tested it a couple times above the 200 moving average. I think you had a golden cross last month. Yeah, golden cross, trading above the 50 and the 200 right now. Today, highest level seen since May 28th. So, I mean, like, the stage is set for, like, the aggressive targets of these harmonic structures is a C point and the A point, top of it. So, target 1, 104, target 2, 120. But this could actually manifest. These things aren't, like, they can be trades, but they can also usher in that new trend, like they're trend reversing structures. So this has been a bearish trend, and then we hit the basement, 98, 100% retrace. But then, like, the structure develops, you know, pretty much 95% retrace. This is value. Highly reliable structures. And this is the Gartley of all Gartleys. I mean, you have pretty much a 78% retrace confluent with the 1414. And, you know, just the 618 on B, it's perfect. Ancient Chinese and Japanese beings have painted this right here, and it's unreal. So, but you just don't get to see patterns like this in this context very often, and it is a dream, but it is very similar to the exact same type of stuff we saw on these gold miners. I'm going to show you real quick. Gold miners that are up incredibly today. I gotta find them. Which one was it? It was there. Look at this. Look at this. It's a Gartley on Gold Barrett Gold Corporation, GOLD. You got the M shape. You got the type 2 return. Key level from history tested. You know, it's not the prettiest at all, but it's there, and it looks ready for 23.45. That wasn't even the one I was looking for. And here we go. Like, same type of behavior here. Kinross Gold. Ongoing buying campaign, M shape. The C point's been hit. The A point's on deck, 1031. Been a good day. It's up almost 5% today. What an uptrend. I don't think this one. Harmony Gold? Harmony definitely had it because it was, yeah, like, I mean, dude, these patterns were there. And I can show, if you want me to show you the documentation of them before they did this. Like, these things were identified way back a couple years ago. Silver miners, I think they should be as good though, right? I mean, there were some that were, I can't remember which ones were showing the harmonics. Let's see. Yeah, terrible. Yeah, it was mainly the gold miners, right? SVM was one. Oh yeah, this one was really good too. I mean, a perfect sharp pattern, 88% retrace, and then the higher lows confirmed. And now this is a pretty good spot. Wow, look at this. You know how they tested the level up, thrusted through it, gap down, and now look at you. What was once resistance is flipping to support. You've got bullish divergence. You've got the daily 200 simple moving average being defended as well. This is probably a little good, like, kind of a good spot here. I wish the RSI played ball, but, you know, what are you going to do? That's a pretty nice, let's see if this holds. This could take you all the way back up to a gap fill at nearly $6, $5.92. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so SVM had the other one, like the really, really nice. Oh, it was incredible, man. Incredible. M shape, type 2. But yeah, it hasn't really played out. You know, like it's type 1 and then type 2 here on the week. It's the weekly, right? Yeah, the weekly. Just dream, but dang, they can't get it together. You just posted a head and shoulders pattern, a beautiful head and shoulders pattern. And it's confirmed too. They broke the neckline of that real pattern and trading below the 200-week moving average. Just an utter failure to break the neckline of this potential double bottom, right? Because it's not a confirmed double bottom till you break out confirmed, and they failed. So yeah, not as good as it could be, man. BVN was a dream of all dreams. This one was the best one I've ever seen of all of them. It was so effing real, man. And it was the weekly. Just stupid. It was the Terra Luna fractal, right? It was the shark type 1, and the type 2 itself ended up becoming this insane momentum shifting structure, and it ran up. And again, there's evident, we have the documentation, we got the receipts of identifying these patterns before they play out. So it's not a hindsight thing. It's just we're looking at it now, but we've been looking at these things for years. Anyway, the framework, it's just, I'm trying to tell you, like, look, you think about, okay, so BABA, all-time lows, here it is, it tested all-time lows again, then the M-shape developed, and then over the course of many, many months, over a year, right, the bottoming structure got put in, right, the inverse head and shoulders, whatever, through rising valleys, that's where you're looking for it. And so you're thinking, if BABA doesn't get murdered on earnings on Wednesday, then we have a real chance for tremendous upside. Okay, that's like kind of the sermon. I'm just talking about harmonic stuff, volume. What's up, people on Twitch? Oligurial, what's up, dude? What's up, Chip Flippa, Hamza Ali, Jopata, not that guy, Wayne Batson, what's up, dude? Fulgur Flavo, Jopata, Troy, Mars, what's up, Brad? What's up, Cactus Leo? Half and half, what's up, dude? Line 22. Haven't really talked to y'all today since there's not much to talk about to y'all. Y'all aren't typing much. What's up, Phil on X? Hitachi, Justin. Good to see y'all. Hi, Kanashi. Hi, Shai. So Jay, Zeke, the Metal Master. Nice video of the creation of the coins. What's up, Kroll? Yeah, thank y'all for being here on this random power hour stream. We got about a little less than 16 minutes till the closing bell in the stock market, and just kind of gold is at its highs still of the day. Oil's up there. Amazon at nearly the lows of the day now. Nvidia's kind of holding up. Apple and Nvidia, the only ones kind of holding up today. Google is currently at its lows of the day. Working on, sadly, you won't believe me. And it might be weird context, but Google is working on a dark cloud cover right now. I'll just show you. I know it's like weird because it's whatever, but dark cloud cover. Well, you haven't quite pierced the 50%. If you get any more follow through, you're real close here, right? Characteristic of the dark cloud cover reversal pattern, Japanese candlestick pattern, is you have one green candle and the next candle opens higher than the previous close, which certainly happened here. And then you see the price pierce through at least 50% of the previous candle's body. And we're working on that. We're very, very close to being able to say it is valid. You might be off by a couple percentage points, but it's and you're selling off right now, right? Like, of course, the first 30 minutes of the market, highest volume, and then the second highest volume comes in the last 30 minutes of the day of the trading session. So we're seeing the market participants sell their Google going into the close. Along with Amazon. I don't know why that's on the weekly. Microsoft not really looking that great today. Yeah, just not much. Okay, so we looked at the Mag 7, we looked at BABA, we did some education on the harmonics and the bottoming structures and what is value and stuff. Let's go to TLT, Because, dude, hold on, what? MIGI. Oh my God. Oh my God. MIGI failed, right? Thought we had it, you know, but goes down to the lowest price seen since December 2023, and today is now up 70%. My alert just went off. Don't call it a comeback, man. Unbelievable. I mean, it had the harmonic framework. Everything was looking good. The macro crapped out. What are you going to do? So they took it lower, but good God, man. Earnings coming up, too. So I don't know, man. Earnings is on the 19th. So next week. But good God, you're going for the highest daily candle close on MIGI since maybe like February. Good God, man. I don't tell you. It's sometimes how they do it. Maybe that was the type 2. Whatever. The good old fake out, right? Shake out, fake out. The day they broke it. The day that the market participants recapture 124. Boom, 70% rally. Up over 70% now. Good God. I'll have an alert set up if we'll probably get it. Probably be hearing this beep soon. Just when you're making the multi-month highs. God. Okay, where was I? Where were we? Oh, TLT. I want to talk about bonds before I was rudely interrupted by that ridiculous pump. So TLT, man, elephant in the room. This is talking about bottoming structures. This is the dream. I mean, this is stuff people dream. You would dream of. If you had a lucid dream and you could, if you could be the composite operator yourself, this is the way you'd paint things. Right, key level from history, undeniable. It's so real. You can taste it, you can feel it, you can hear it. How many times has it acted as a major reversal point? Okay, got that out of the way. You understand. So then we go fast forward, and you can see that it was clearly violated, and then even regarded as resistance in October of last year. Sell off. Oh my God. And then it never even saw the next major level. It was front run by buyers, and they recaptured that undeniable level, and a big rally ensued, but still woeful downtrend. It was your lowest high of the entire bear trend, more lower highs locally, distribution, and just sold off. But then what happened? It hit that key level from history where they all, where many different times buyers have won and huge rallies have ensued off of it. Well, guess what? What was once support resistance has flipped to support with confirmation. We call that the spring, back test of spring. And those are some of the most reliable, best performing indicators that exist in technical analysis, the spring back test. But then you got bonus points. Not only did you get the spring back test, you got a local recognizable structure. Look where it was like the bottom was kind of violated a little bit, just chop around. But then they got like a perfect on the second of the back test. But then we got that third proportionate valley, proportionate symmetrical valley. This is what gives the characteristics of the three rising valleys. And now we have a confirmed bullish breakout, and they even back tested the breakout on TLT bonds, 20-year bonds, right? Resistance flipped to support. Gapped up, now you're working on a golden candle, and it's like you would think, most likely, the trend is reversing on the TLT. 101.17
Have you ever
on
had a
deck,
dream
above that, my
that you
God,
were so sure
109.
was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream?
Mr. Anderson, I've had a lot of dreams like that. I remember, I just remember vividly like, oh my God, I'm not dreaming in the dream. I remember like being looking at my hands being like, this is real. This is my reality. How did this happen? And it's normally like not a good dreams, right? They're normally bad ones. And I don't even remember the bad ones. I just remember like being within that dream, that nightmare, and being like, this is real. So yeah. For sure. Have you? Have y'all? Thanks, Mr. Anderson, for supporting the stream today. $26.74. I'm making minimum wage, baby. Let's go. We got this, man. So TLT, gold, oil. Looking real nice, man. Those three might be portfolio makers in the coming months. I mean, to not own some TLT when you're looking at it like this, shoot, dude, I
Mitch,
would.
let me tell you, you're absolutely fantastic. Nobody, and I mean nobody, shows up and delivers the TA gospel like you do. You call it like you see it even when it stings a little. Some people can handle the truth, but not you. You do it better than anyone else, believe me. Keep it up. You're a real winner.
Donald Trump, man, thanks so much, dude, for the contribution. Thank you, dude. We have Trump in the stream. Let's go, dude. Thanks, man. Kind words. Yeah, man. It's like the work put in today. You know, you never know. Like in life, you put in the work every day, and you're not. And most of the time, you're not getting paid that day for the work you put in today. You might get paid a year from now, a month from now, 3 months from now, whenever. You just don't know. But the main thing is just to continue persevering and keep going. You got to keep going. Incremental growth compounds over time, and it will change your life. Being persistent, consistent with what you do every day, day in, day out, being disciplined.
Thanks for streaming.
Tim, thank you for the 1150 contribution super chat, man. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, delayed gratification is that is the thing of kings. Just put off your gratification just so you can get a little bit better than yesterday. You can accumulate a little bit more money than yesterday. Just get better than yourself from yesterday. That's it. So I guess that applies to me being a streamer of technical analysis. You know, like. Why is the flag upside down? Because our country is in certain distress. Like really bad distress. I don't think you understand what's like going on. That's kind of wild. And it's not just this flag's flipped over for every single flag in the West right now. Yep. If you're in the West, your flag should be flipped over too. I mean, globalist, communist, Satanists have like legit taken over all the governments. And they no longer represent the will of the people. That's happened. It's a deep state. Like, it's crazy. They've hyper consolidated. They own it now. So yeah, flag upside down, extremely appropriate. Okay, so 5 minutes till the closing bell. Bitcoin's off those 4-hour lows. The price action today has been insane, though. My God, like 12-hour swing, $3,100. Then from there, 5% swing down, and then they recovered it. And now it's, you know, from the 5% swing, it's down. It went down 3%. This is like crazy volatility. I know it doesn't look like it, but man, these are some huge swings on Bitcoin that's been going on. Bitcoin correlating to the spider. Now let's go to the SPY. Yeah, again, man, you look at the SPY and it's just like there's just nothing here. It's like I wish there was. It's just you're kind of just still heading on up, inching on up after that pretty mega meltdown where it was kind of scary. I remember the NASDAQ had never seen a 1,000 point drawdown intraday ever, and it happened. But it's crazy the fact that like when the market opened at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, not one ask, only bids off of that, and it was all the big boys, institutions. Oh yeah, US dollar Tether dominance. We could look at that. Sure, I mean, it was looking fine. I mean, like it's, you know, it pulled back, of course. But I mean, it's still like 5.5% level that's been regarded as support. It's being regarded as support again. I mean, that's real. That's like a resistance. That's like an old all-time high at one point. In June of 2021, it was an all-time high. So it's been resistance, it's been support. They're holding it, trying to put in another higher low here. So this classic accumulation is still extremely valid. The trend is still midterm, short term, pretty good. So if you are a market participant, the big deal is like 5.72%, which you're kind of testing today. It's a swing low, and above that level, 7+% is the target. That's the target. I mean, I posted a trade setup on this because it's just like, it's identical to Google from March 2023. Long extended downtrend, it concludes, and then classic accumulation. And then some form of bullish back test on one of the valleys. You certainly got it on the third valley here. So it's textbook bullish. It's not too dissimilar to TLT right now. Yeah, Intel laying off 12 to 15,000 employees. Yeah, that's wild. You want the weekly of the USDT? Still very, it's just like, gosh dang. Recapturing the 200-week simple moving average. That same brilliant back test, the three rising valleys is visible on the weekly too. But yeah, last week was the highest weekly candle close seen since late January. That's real. And again, just saying, you are like, there's like one last resistance, and if they break it, 7% is the target up there, 7.17%. And you know what that means, unfortunately. That means that, let's get a Bitcoin real quick and just kind of talk here for a second. I think people can tune out, vomit, but it's like, it was a nice 354% rally from the 15,500 low to the 74,000 all-time high. Great run. And yes, consolidation's been ongoing for 5 months. But unfortunately, for now, sellers are in control of this asset. They have full control. Maybe they're keeping it contained and tight like this because it's not going to last that much longer. But at the same time, you got a bunch of lower highs, lower lows. You got bearish back test the 200 moving average as resistance after breaking it in a bearish back test, right? And now you're just sitting here at the support, and it's like, no one out there in the world hopes that this level holds more than me, okay? I want it to hold more than you, probably. I hope so, man. But the price action day has been pretty terrible, been awful. And all you have as a buyer right now on Bitcoin is hopium and that whole romanticized idea that Bitcoin's going to save the world, 21 million Bitcoins, finite supply, fungible, we're at whatever, self-custody, be your own bank. I mean, that's cool, but that has nothing to do with price action. That doesn't help your argument. So you just put in the lowest high. You hit a 618, right? Really, right? Like from the high to the low, you hit the golden retrace. Yes, a perfect golden retrace. I'm sorry, man. The 618s, that's where reversals can happen. So it's hard to be like, man, I'm buying Bitcoin right now. Like, it's hard to be like that because the technicals just aren't your friend here. You're paying premium. You're paying crazy premium at 60K Bitcoin, contextually speaking, after the 354% rally that lasted for a couple years. So I just don't like. I think it eventually will go higher, like way higher eventually. But like, who's stopping this thing from going down to 52K or 49K again for a second test? Because market participants love confirmation. They got confirmation. That's what these W's are. These were dragon patterns before they turned into bearish sharks. Bullish dragon patterns. 2 of them. One time, then the second time. One time, then the second time. They were lower lows. So I get it. So one time, we have no confirmation. We have none. We have one time, and we had a 618 rally. And that's it so far. So that's just not good enough if you want to present an argument for taking a long. Bitcoin's a momentum-driven asset class. And unfortunately, momentum is in the hands of the sellers. And there's evidence of that. That lower highs, lower lows represent that, the consecutive ones. So again, I mean, I want it to go up more than anyone, but there's no evidence that that's impending. Matt Newell says it's probably a good time to buy. I mean, I'm never telling you what to do with your money, man. I'm just telling you what price action we are receiving. So, I mean, like, it's crazy that, Matt, you would say that when literally I was on stream 2 different times, the 2 most recent times. It was like right here. You had the absolute most impeccable bullish divergence argument in years on Bitcoin. So that implied reversal. That reversal took us to the completion of the bearish shark. These were tweets that are there. Go to my Twitter, and up here, it was implied reversal to downside when we got one of the fastest crashes in Bitcoin history, down 30% plus in 6.5 days. And there was no edge on this reversal. Nothing. There was nothing to do. It was coin flip, and the casino went up, short squeeze, whatever. So it's just crazy that, like, the fact that traditional technical analysis, not me, traditional technical analysis has literally called the major bottom, the most recent major bottom, and the most recent major top. And then I'm here being like, there's no edge for buyers. There's really nothing that implies upside next. Or downside. The downside would be, oh, we need a second test at some point because confirmation lows. But you're just being like, oh, if I'm saying it's not a great time to buy because there's no technical reason, like there is no reason, no argument presented, and you're saying, oh, it's time to buy. It's just like crazy. Right? Only person in effing world to tweet about a bearish shark pattern on Bitcoin completing. Only one in world. Find me the other person that did it. I'll wait. Okay, I guess Twitter is down or something. So I gotta be like brought up, man. It's like crazy. It's like walked you through it too. A tale of two sharks. Remember that? Well, here it is, dude. Here it is. What do you want? Like, what do you want? Sellers have the most compelling argument currently. Buyers will need an effing miracle. There it was. There it was. You can't make it up. That's as good as it gets. And then I was on the live stream every day talking about it too. Yeah, let's just do the opposite. Sure. The stream's only about traditional technical analysis. Being able to present an argument with the framework. That's it. If you don't have the framework, it's a coin flip. That's it. So right now, Bitcoin's like coin flip on its next direction. Coin flip. They're defending a key level, which is great. But you can clearly see they were defending it and then just got sold into really fast. It's like, that's not like great price action. By the way, the market closed, so. We did it, man. I don't know if Google technically. I don't think it piercing line. It was real close. It might have. It's like it's about a piercing line. I'm sorry, a dark cloud cover. That is good, but everything else kind of crap for the market drivers. Not surely, Hamza. We don't know. Like, it's okay to So yes, they rejected the 618 for sure. They rejected the 200 moving average. But now we got a test going on. What happens if truly buyers come in and defend this level? We can't act like we know. That will screw you so bad. Trying to act like you think you know that this is gonna hold, this is not gonna hold or will hold, without an edge or an argument with the variables. It's a 50% chance. Most of the time, it's 50% chance on everything at all times. But then you keep scanning. All of a sudden, boom, everything you want's on this one chart. There it is, like Baba, like it's all there. The stage is set. Well, that took 500 plus days of development. My argument, indeed. Good Lord. Matt, I mean, like, if there's a reason, if there's like a second test, I mean, here's the thing. I'm always going to own some Bitcoin because I have that, like, I believe in Bitcoin, like, for real. I've got like a Bitcoin ticker that updates every 5 seconds in my living room. I've got Bitcoin art. Like, I believe, like, I'm going to own it. But, like, I'm just telling you that there's a difference between that and what's taught here. Okay, it's completely different things. So we're looking at, like, Bitcoin is just another chart here. Outside of here, yeah, it's very special. One of the most incredible, most powerful. I think it should be in our Bill of Rights. The right to own and mine Bitcoin should be in the Bill of effing Rights. It should be in the Second Amendment. It is a financial weapon to protect us against central banks inflating away our money by just printing it away.
Please.
That's the way I think about Bitcoin. But it doesn't mean that the price is relevant right now. Like, this could go to 40K and it's still wonderful of an asset. But if it's not showing us the textbook framework that's taught here and in other places by geniuses that put their life's work and research into this field for 100 plus years, then it's just a coin flip. So, Greg, CEL on the Australian Stock Exchange. Yeah, we can look. Sure. But this right now, I mean, look at total. This is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Lowest high right now. Lowest high of downtrend has just occurred. And go ahead and argue and say that's not actually real. Because there has not been, since the all-time high top, there hasn't been one even local peak this low. This has been the lowest one. So that's the most recent discernible data that we have. Do you get it?
People buy shitcoins, bad assets, because they think buy low, sell high means buy garbage, pray for miracles. They're out there chasing dreams with no strategy, no plan, just pure, unfiltered hope.
Thank you, Mitch, for the wise words. Thank you, dude. Much love. Kind of freaky, man. That is really freaky. The AI voice. It's too good. Yeah, S coins are scams, dude. They're 99% of this crypto market's a scam. It just is. Get over it. Let's see, like, correct, Rob. Correct. It could, and it won't matter. Bitcoin will still serve the same purpose it does right now. Same purpose it served at 74K at all-time highs. Same purpose it served at $3,301. So if you truly believe, price is not relevant. So what was this? CEL. Are you talking about Celsius degree token? Oh, no. He's talking about Challenger Gold Limited. Big yikes, dude. Big yikes. What the beep? Well, this was an M shape that has gone real bad. Not really good. I mean, it's up 10% today. I can't even tell. Get out your microscope. But simply put, why is it so bad? With gold itself making all-time highs. 48 minutes till we have a confirmed all-time high close, but it's so close that it might not be an all-time high. But currently, as it stands right now, 47 minutes and change, if it closed 24.72, where it is right now, it would be the highest close ever. So I don't know if I'll be around for 47 more minutes, but I'm just saying, like, we're very close to an all-time high in gold. Anyway, so if this is gold connected to gold miner, and it's just virtually at all-time lows, lowest price seen since October 2019, who cares? It's just, there's no local structures, right? It's just breaking supports. There's no evidence that the composite operator has an ongoing buying campaign on this asset. No evidence. In fact, kind of the opposite. That the composite operators look at this and they don't want it. So it's just 886 failure, just dumped. So I just look at stuff like this and I'm like, I'll just find something else. There are thousands and thousands of assets that exist. Cool, man, a failed 886 M shape, and now it's got a 98% retrace below a support. Call me when it gets back above 5 cents. Get above 5 cents, recapture that level, and then reconfirm it as support. And then you might have an argument. You might. But until then, it is hands off. That is a form of insurance, too. Buying below support is stupid. Not a good idea. Like, you got to wait for market participants to give you evidence that something good is happening. The spring back test. You don't have any of that. So, getting back above 5 cents is that insurance. You might miss out on a cent. Like, who cares? Below this level, there's nothing till 2.9 cents. Yeah, just whatever. It crashed and weekly double bottom. All right, it's just better assets. Birdhouse mowing the grass, man. Hopefully you're not doing a push one. You're in the, you're in a tractor one that's less strenuous. But I don't know, if you're doing the push mower, then maybe you're getting a good workout in. Sweating's good for you. Yeah, so, I don't know, I've been live now for an hour and 13 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, the sub. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, let's check on, no, not Halliburton, but Valero. Very interesting chart here. Could be more interesting. So close, man, to like doing things. Like, look what they've done. Like the old sell wall, right? I remember the successful trade setup 1618, and it was over, just like Tesla, a dream. And then, well, this correction's been ongoing for months. But now look what they're doing. They've like violated the level, but they've recaptured it not once, but now twice. And it's like, do we have a confirmation low with just this ongoing bullish divergence on the MACD histogram? It looks like, and the fact that the 200-day moving average is being defended successfully. Like, you got to look at, like, this is something that I got to put Valero on the watch list and monitor this S every day. Because this could be the highest low ever confirmed. And what was once resistance is now support, because they did just close the day above like the level. So there are a lot of oil stocks that look like utter trash. They're just like, what happened, man? Like, it was good, and then it's not good anymore. Like Occidental, like, whoa. But this one is in another world, and one that is a little inferior. is ExxonMobil, where it is below the levels, but it's so close, man. I think it's like you have a rectangle. Partial decline is confirmed. You were on breakout watch. My alert went off earlier this morning, but it just, you see how they broke the plane just to fail again. Third time now. One in mid-July, late July, and now mid-August. 3 times. But look at the higher lows they keep putting in. It's like resolution is coming for sure, whether this is the top and we're screwed and we're going back down to 100, or we're about to break out and maybe go into full-on price discovery. Like, that's how close we are, man, to resolution here. Wild. Those were the 2 big ones to me that I saw that were just pretty spectacular in the oil sector. Yeah, Trump tonight with Elon at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. A little less than 4 hours from now till that the internet will break, right? So I think another interesting sector could be entertainment casinos. Now, it's like, I don't like the trend, but the price action at key levels is real. We pin gaming. So like, yeah, see, woeful downtrend, terrible trend, really bad. But here's maybe a left shoulder, here's a head, maybe a right shoulder. Maybe there a momentum shifting structure has developed. It's not just so much about the local structure, which is good. You always want to have that. So you got an argument there, but it's really about 1740 to 1772 on this one. Okay, look left and understand. Look at the battleground, the violent battle between elves and orcs and men and dwarves, right? I mean, my God. There are still remnants of the war and the battles at this level, this 17 level, where just that is where the upside becomes insane once that level is broken and back tested, confirmed as support. And they're trying to do that after such a long extended downtrend. Something's changing, maybe. Still below the 200. It's a little early, but man, you just hopefully, like, this is like, you don't take action, you just pay attention. You're like, all of a sudden, okay, I'm gonna put a little green mark on pin, just so I can I'm reminded to come back and keep monitoring this potential spring back test, the recapturing of this key level that has manifested into unbelievable runs after it's recaptured. So just pretty cool. And then Caesar's also doing something similar-ish with the second low at a support and a terrible trend. My God, it's like arc. Ugh, Kathy Wood. But you can see another ancient battleground between the buyers and the sellers. $32 to $35, right? And you're at it. And they've tried to defend it once. They're trying to defend it twice. They did that, you know, but the trend was so miserable, but they took it to the next level, but they could never truly break it. And now you're right back where you started, and you're violating, you are regarding the 200-day simple moving average as resistance. Awful rejection there. I mean, that is a really pretty, is it oxygen? Oxygen laden shooting star, the green one? I can't remember. I should know, man. I should be an authority on the colors of shooting stars at this point, you know. I think it's oxygen. Maybe not. Bueller. I don't know. Magnesium's green. Oh, is it magnesium? Hopefully y'all got to see some shooting stars last night. But yeah, terrible trend, but interesting price action to where one could monitor, and let's just see what happens here. Will we get a nice rally off this second test, or nah, just gonna roll over because the macro rolls over, things are bad, you know? What was it, Bali? I don't think I ever look at Bali. Bally's Corporation. Yeah, this is where, oh my God, are you kidding me? Well, they took it to the hop, didn't they? It took it down to all-time lows, and then all of a sudden a higher low, another higher low, and then the earnings, boom. I mean, it's been trading at its highest level since May of 2023. Bearish wave structures, man, they can really help, like, just clear it up for you. Like, oh, we're in a downtrend, and you have like XAB, and you have an 886 on B, and then a lower high on C, rejecting 200. It's like, you know what the wave's probably going to be next. Extremely bearish wave structure, the C to D wave. Look how bad it was. Woof. So yeah, Bally's. I mean, earnings cool. Extremely high volume. I don't know if that gap fills anytime soon, but it's very elevated. And you were trading above this local, more local high from 2023. Yeah, like testing 1674 as support, kinda. Yeah, your target could be, if they keep it going, $20, 2050. Yeah. So I started looking at, what about DraftKings? Remember the legendary Dream of Dream trade setup, some specimen setup possibly ever? It's over, dude. Look at, that's beautiful. Oh my God. It's such a work of art, man. Traditional technical analysis gave us the edge to think that the probability was highest. We were reversing here. The M-shape completes with the type 2 return at the key inflection point from 2020 after a 100% retrace. Quadruple bullish divergence. The run takes us to where? Ladies and gentlemen, where? The high to the low, the 618 topped out. And then what happened? A beautiful head and shoulders pattern developed that turned into classic distribution with a formal bearish back test of 4460, the old all-time high from June and May of 2020 as resistance. And look at you now. Lowest daily candle close confirmed on DraftKings since November 23rd. November 2nd of 2023. Jesus chimes. It's over. That's how it goes, man. That's the dream. Our understanding of the Fibonacci, what that the levels represent, understanding the significance of the 618 after such a long extended rally. I tell you, man, DraftKings, I like this composite, man. Whoever you are, you're awesome. Let them know. We respect the crap out of them. So, a little bit more downside, 2758 on deck, right? The swing low from July 2020. They'll go test that. I don't know if it'll hold. My God, if they don't, really bad. There can be a lot more downside. We can go for a full on 886 from the low to high here. 886. Well, thanks for Trump whoppers. Thanks for, whatever. People are not going to agree on politics, but the beauty of TA is like it's math. Like it's been studied, and you can go study what research has been done, and then it all becomes like a universal formula. So everyone in here is looking for the same things. So politics kind of vary, of course, but yeah. This is math to a certain degree. Gosh dang, man. Anyway, I just had to look at it. Anything else that was entertainment, casino? What other one? Caesar, Bali, DraftKings. Come on, give me more tickers for the entertainment that we didn't look at. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, we can just move on. Something else. Oh, Las Vegas Sands, which was also amazing. Oh my God, it was so good. Yeah, this one also just artwork. The bearish Gartley coronavirus news broke the day the harmonic completed at 786. No way. Then the shark pattern and the bullish shark into the bearish shark. And then the head and shoulders at the pattern completion zone of the bearish shark, a dream, and then a measured move, almost hit, rallied, and it formally hit in July, and now where are you? Headed back down to that level where there's going to be a lot of liquidity. Like you would think buyers should come in. There should be a lot of chop down here. This is a big level, man. All kinds of swing lows. So you're just, that's the way it is, right? They regarded this old support resistance. It was support, it flipped resistance, and you're just drawing down, marking down to the next level. Makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, cruise and airlines, yeah, they're garbage. No, I am a swing trader, position trader, man. Not a day trader. I do not take trades and then in the morning and close at the end of the day. I don't do that. I look for structures that are like, look at this, for instance. Okay, if I was gonna take a short on Las Vegas Sands at the completion zone of the shark, and I saw this head and shoulders. I mean, think about just the head and shoulders here. It took 192 days for this pattern to develop and mature into being identifiable by all market participants around the world. So you wait, and then, okay, so then it took how long, say the pattern developed, and then you had a couple times you were in it and you had a stop loss. I mean, think about how long it would take to play out. It took 75 days for this asset to lose 28% of its value, you know. Then it rallied off of that. It's lower, and the measure move didn't technically get hit till way later. So yeah, I'm normally going with stuff like that. And again, Baba is right now outside of earnings, dude. This is the one. Like, this is an absolute dream here. I know people have disagreements about it, and I know it's China. I think the composite operator is American. I don't think it has, the Chinese chart, the A50 does not look anything like this. In fact, it's the opposite. It's like telegraphing more downside soon. Like 11,156 is coming on A50.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Look at that. It's just, that's China. China's market. But then Baba is the inverse. Like, Baba unaffected by any of this too, by the way. Only higher lows, higher highs. Yeah, I don't know. And Molster Buddy also has concerns too about it. You know, it's like, I get it. Everyone's gonna have concern. Everyone had concerns about that bullish Gartley in 2019 too. Yep, I was crazy. Put me on the map though, but it's unfortunate. Baba never gonna put me on the map. Even if Baba plays out, I'll make some money. A few people will make some money, but it will go unrecognized. It won't be ever in textbooks. It'll just be, wow, remember that time? Yeah, we remember, only a few of us. And the rest of the internet will forget this beautiful, beautiful pattern. TLT shooting star on 3-day. The 3-day closed today? Maybe? No, I didn't even close. What are you talking about? Wait. Oh, yeah, you're right, man. That's crazy. That is great. And it's still valid, kind of, technically. Wow, that's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a shooting star that perfect. Big yikes, man. That's a good identification there. But still, though, okay, that happened, but the sell-off occurred. A back test of the 3 rising valleys confirmation line, it's confirmed now as support. So the breakout's confirmed as a breakout on the next piece of data. So bearish reversal, but then bullish confirmation, and now rallying off of that. So, and again, like, the index funds to me aren't really implying that we're going higher or lower. They think you're in coin flips, just like kind of Bitcoin. So yeah, nice stuff, dude. That's beautiful, but when asks. Bonsai fan, no one said they did play out. They only increase your probability of a particular outcome, and that's why risk management is important. Proper position sizing. Okay, real quick, a big shout out to members of this community that support this 100% crowdsourced stream, where you can talk all the crap you want or be skeptical of traditional technical analysis, but I've never accepted an effing dime from YouTube, from a sponsor, from affiliate marketing links pushing exchanges on you. Never wasted a second of your time with an ad. So you can say whatever you want, man, but you can't say I don't have integrity and I'm not here trying to help people. And it's very clear, and it's undeniable. So for the people that are supporting this community, Millworm, thank you so much for the 9 months continued support. Gigger Lowls, thank you for the 2 months of continued support. Goodamaya, thank you for joining for the first time the Citadel / Premium Discord. Michael Mike, thank you for the 3 months continued support. A renewal there. Jerry, thank you for the 6 months continued support. Wojo Jojo, thank you for the 2 months. Gary Kreitz, thank you for the 9 months. Thank all of you for supporting this channel, man. Thank y'all. Oh, they have no idea. It's crazy. Crazy how many times. People have, we're talking like 5-figure amounts too. And it's just like, no. All right, so we can just pray for Bitcoin in this situation where the sellers are in control until we gain evidence to believe that buyers have retaken it. And that would require consecutive higher highs and higher lows. Previous highs had to be recaptured. Previous lows must be defended with new lows that are higher than previous lows. And maybe they're working on that right now. But I have to say, 60,800 was literally at the highs of the day. It was broken yesterday, and it was formally back tested. What was once support for real has now flipped to resistance. That's happened. So that's not really the follow through you're looking for before doing that. You tested the key support as support. So I'll feel a lot more comfortable about this asset when they defend it successfully with really nice green candles and we take it to 63,588, 64.9. The problem is you could run to 64.9 and there's still not enough evidence that buyers have recaptured this market. It could just do this and put in another lower high. And then we go for a test later. There's just so much that has to be done. It's a lot. There's a lot of work buyers have to do to convince me that things are shifting back into their favor, that they're recapturing the market. Sellers in control right now. They just are. So thanks for coming out. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub on the way out. Join the Discord if you haven't. It's pinned just above Educational Resources tab. It's just all the different books and source material where you can get your feet wet to learning about this language. Okay, because this is a straight up full-on language. You want to better follow along, join the Discord. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect, TA.
you.